After I moved out, my brother was left with her by himself. He got all of the negative attention, what I had been experiencing my whole life.
I didn't realize that my son was having problems. I said some very hurtful things when he got his last report card and told him that he was going to be a piece of
I saw my mom hit his head against the wall and hit his hands with the belt.
I got to watch the life literally drain from my son's face. I completely annihilated him.
When my brother finally did move out, that was his breaking point. My brother couldn't take my mom's abuse anymore. The way my mom treated him is definitely what caused him to snap.
A woman's body was found inside her home.
Police say that she and her grandson lived together.
Police arrested Donna Tennant's own grandson, 17-year-old Andrew Johnson.
He is now accused of killing his own grandmother.
I believe that my mother's murder could have been prevented had the adults communicated with each other. If I had had any say about it, I would have never put my son in my mother's home due to what I had experienced.
My mom had everything to do with the rage that was in my brother.
I have been ostracized from my family because I raised the monster that murdered our mom.
What do you think went wrong there?
Honestly, I haven't, oh my God, you guys are making me sick with this. Listen, I came from a very abusive home, and I was removed from my home at the age of 10, and I did not fully return, and I did everything that I possibly could to raise my children the best that I could. And I have apologized to Jocelyn. However, I do have a very hard time when she embellishes or when she exaggerates situations. I think that what happened with my son that people don't know is that Andrew was in my care up until the age of 15. He was a cadet in the ROTC. He was cadet of the month. He was a good kid. He was well liked. And you weren't there. You were not in our home. And you didn't talk to us. And any time that you came back to Hawaii, you were so volatile and you carried all of this with you, no matter how many times that we talked about it. And I told you right before you had the baby, listen, I'm sorry. How many times can I cry? How many times can I tell you I'm sorry? How many times can I've paid your rent. I have done everything that I possibly can, Jocelyn. What is it that you want from me to be able to move on past this? Or are you going to hold on to this like I did my mom and keep slamming it in her face? Because I did that all the time. Up until my mom died, I reminded her of all the sex abuse. I reminded her of all the times she didn't, she wasn't there to take care of me and protect me. I reminded her of all the times that she beat me, locked me in the garage overnight. Okay?
So you never let go of it?
I let go of it after my mom passed, and I realize now, and I told Jocelyn that I should have never held on to that like that.
I thought you wouldn't let go of it because you always bring it up.
So why didn't you let go of it?
Because I didn't know any better. I just one thing to remember it, but I didn't need to keep hammering it into my mom. My mom was hurt enough to know that it happened. Just like I'm hurt. I mean, you think that this doesn't hurt me? You need to get closure from this, Jocelyn.